Right, welcome back, I guess. Tired formatting that. Going a bit old school. Got my phone at arm's length, proper YouTube rubbish. But as you can probably see by the surroundings and the echoiness, I've picked up a new banger. This whole video is going to look a little bit like I'm having some sort of breakdown. It's not, both emotionally and mechanically. But yeah, basically I'm trying to do a bit more side work, doing mechanic work and other bits and bobs. And I thought, messing up my 5 Series a little bit, throwing oil and tools in it. So let's go find a van. And yeah, so this is what 320 quid's worth of Vauxhall Combo looks like. Royal Nail, Royal Fail, Lamborghini, you know, all those names. Pick one, I don't know. But I'll do a little walk around now. It's quite windy, so I'll just make it a quick one. Quick intro to the car anyway, so yeah. Right, I have no idea how much you can hear me in this wind, but yeah. Vauxhall Combo, 08 plate, ex-Royal Mail, 320 quid. It's got about 90,000 miles on it. 94, I think. Pretty dirty in here, but nothing a good clean won't sort. We've got all of the room for activities back here. There's a weird switch up there. If anyone worked for Royal Mail and wants to tell me what that switch did or does, I'd love to know, because it does nothing at the moment. Is that shut? Probably not. Oh. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, lovely faded paint in here. Beautiful. Bit of a scuff down the side there. But what's a scuff between mates, eh? And then under the hood, it's up for debate, because when I go to insure it, and as it was listed and all the other things, it says it's the 1.3 diesel, but on the logbook it says the 1.7, even though it comes up as 1.3 on all the checks and everything. So I'm really not sure what's going on there. Strut tops don't look too bad, not a lot of rust. New water pump belt there. Oil was nice and clean, the right level. That's all good. Washer bottle's a bit buggered, but yeah, I mean, she's dirty. And there's some odd things like that's just sort of wanging around and stuff. But yeah, go back inside out of the wind maybe. Make our life easier, shall we? Yeah. Other faults that I've found. Oh Jesus! So yeah, I've just driven it about 30 miles. Almost back home now. Stereo works great. Buttons are a bit sticky, but whatever. I've just got my Bluetoothy thing in. I put a bit of Red X in it and half a tank of diesel, because when you first start it and drive it, runs absolutely sweet, quite a bit of power in there, feels fine. Then after that, it won't go past 3 grand at all. It's like it goes into a limp mode. I'm going to scan that when I get back and give you the results. But yeah, quick overview. Going to go back to the unit now. I'll pull it in there and just have a proper scan of it and see what's going on. Rightio. Moment of truth. There's nothing in there. Right. Okay, that's a weird one. Right, so nothing on the DTC codes, engine codes. Well, there's anything obvious around here, but it's got new. It's only got one here as well. Fairly new. Yeah, don't really know these well. That is the tiniest turbo I have ever seen. That's incredible. Yeah, that's an odd fault. I can look into that later. Right now though, the horn doesn't work. It needs a polish. That window falls down. Yeah, little bits and bobs really. I might plug my other reader in and see if that comes up with anything, just in case. Okay, so I think I found out what could be the issue here. Not 100%, but have a look at this. So I get this little warning man, focus, on the dash constantly. So it could mean the engine or transmission electrics, so engine electrics have an issue, or it could be that there is water in the diesel fuel filter. So either an electronics issue or water in the filter, but without doing a full Opal spec diagnostics, I doubt it would tell me. It might not even tell me. I'd have thought it was electrics. It should show up on on there, whatever. OBD, but who knows? I'll have another little search, but I feel like this might be an okay fix. Not too bad anyway. I'm guessing is that vacuum or is that fuel? Probably fuel. Interesting. Maybe it just needs a fuel filter. That'd be good, but probably needs a service anyway and a good clean. So I can add that to the service list, can't I? Right, managed to get my full thing on there. Not rubbish today. Managed to get my full diagnostic thing on there. It's saying there's some body control module faults, little voltagey ones. There is one for acceleration sensor though. That's a bit, God knows, maybe it crashed or something at some point in this time. But main thing is glow plug faults, like glow plug module faults and things. So maybe the glow plug, the module, the relay, all pretty cheap. Look pretty easy to replace on this as well. So when I service it, I'll probably just throw all them away as well and put new ones in and just see if that gets rid of it. But yeah, let's see, shall we? Right, so just at the scrapyard, I think I did say in the video, maybe not, but obviously very much a Corsa-based car. And this scrapyard is full of Vauxhalls. And the steering wheel on mine, the horn buttons don't seem to work. It could be the wheel, could be anything else, but it's worth just... Oh, why did I do that? I was like really excited because this car didn't have a steering lock on. Fuck's sake. But yeah, the other thing I can do is get one from a slightly newer Astra. They all sort of do the same thing, but all this lovely silver trim in the middle, mine's all fucked, and it's got the DIN adapter for radios. So I'm definitely gonna have that, but yeah, why did I do that? What a penis. Maybe I can still get it off. It is a bit rough, this, actually. I'll keep walking around and see if there's a better one, but I've got my tools on my car now, so yeah. Right, not only did I find a Corsa with some keys in it so I can twist the wheel, but it's bloody SRI, mate. Posh thing, look at all this silver trim I can nick, probably. A bit scuffed. Oh, someone's had a right go at it there, haven't they? Right, well, mirrors maybe? I don't know. Maybe something else in his. Good for the van. Who knows? Oh, silver fucking everything in here is like well posh, except it's worn away. Lovely. Yeah, I think I'll rape. Oops, I'll rape this for parts. Right then, let's have a look at my haul. 30 quid for this. So I rated that SRI for its steering wheel. Buttons feel way better than the mushy dead ones in there, and as you can see, the steering wheel's well manky, as is most of the interior. So my plan is today to try and clean the interior a bit and fit these bits, including the SXI/SRI silvery trim, just to brighten it up. Got that so I can fit an aftermarket radio, and funnily enough, in my toolbox I have the radio that I put in my first car when I was 17, this Alpine unit, Alpine unit, which works really well and is Bluetooth and all that anyway, so it'd be quite funny to stick in here because it's basically a Corsa, isn't it? It's like a 17-year-old's car, and these are like mods used to do back when I were a lad. Put SXI and SRI bits on your Life or whatever they were called, design. I don't know. I was never a Vauxhall person. They all belong in the scrapyard if you ask me, and good job they are all in the scrapyard because there's loads of bits for this car that I can get really cheap, and that's the whole ethos. That's the whole ethos of this project. How cheaply can I get this on the road working and yeah, tie it up a bit. It's all very scratched and dirty in here, so I'm hoping clean those up and permanent, it might be a bit nicer. The wheel's just not nice, and it's not a leather one like that one is either, so I don't know if it is the buttons that's causing the horn to go haywire. The fuse is fine, it could just be the horn itself, but the guy said it occasionally works, so maybe it is the button. Who knows. Here's a fun little thing I noticed. So obviously this Corsa had aircon and bits and bobs, and then this one just had a bump, but underneath the pump is the heated screen button. Obviously no heat rear screen to heat, but I thought it was quite funny, it's just living under there. But otherwise, that just goes on like so, and the top bit there just Makes it a bit nicer. Well, I think so anyway. Don't know what you think. You probably think it looks shit, but who cares? My car. Right, so that's all in there. I think it looks way better. Because this old one was like, yeah, just scratched, and obviously it was dirty, but it was scratched and stuff as well. So yeah, I've got the adapter and that to go in. I'll sort that out in a bit, but let's get this old, very worn steering wheel. Lots of posties hands on there. Don't know what's happened down here, but it has got a new ignition barrel and key, so who knows. Yeah, that's way better. Obviously these buttons won't work, but something to fiddle with. Just looks a whole lot newer in here now, cleaner. I'll clean this all up as well as everything else in here and see how we get on. Then I'll probably pop that door card off and see what's broken on the window. Yes. Right, so get my door card off. Let's go found our culprit. Light on that so it's easy to see. Oh my God. Right, it's actually another day now. I'm back with a cheap project van. Yesterday, I think I might have fixed the running issue. I just took the map sensor out and it was completely clogged with black soot. Cleaned the living daylights out of it, took it for a quick spin. Only one error came back. For a fan, I just checked and one of the big maxi fuses, 20 amp one, but big size ones, has blown. And it's the one for the fan circuit, so don't know what's going on there. I'll get a new fuse for that and then try it another time. New steering wheel didn't fix the horn. Kind of thought it wouldn't, but I've actually got a new tool from our friends in China that I'll show off now. 2 secs. This thing keeps getting advertised all over TikTok for like 20, 30 quid, which is pretty good for a power probe device, but I just went straight to AliExpress and found this on deal for like £5.80 or something, so no idea how good it is, but give it a shot, eh? What's the worst that can happen? Fire, probably. Right, so I've just tested this, try and do it one-handed. Put this probe in here, press the button. Oh. There you go. Makes me jump every time, but yeah, it works. So there's something else along the line, probably the wire down here that looks a bit grubby. I don't know where it goes in the loom though. Pain in my arsehole. Right, I think I've cracked this here. Bit of disassembly, but basically that's the horn relay. That's the dipped beam relay. I just swapped them over, now the horn works and the dipped beam doesn't. So yeah, this relay is kaput, which is all right, pretty easy. They're a GM specific one, but I'm sure I can find them quite easy. Well, now that's done, I guess I can start playing with other things. And here, for the washer, we've got an extra earth wired in, or actually a new earth created that goes there, but there's no continuity between that pin and anywhere on the body, so there is continuity between here and the solder, but even that bolt I can't get continuity from, so I'm guessing it's rusty. The little spec connector's dead, so I'll do a new one, scuff up the chassis, plug that in, and that should fix the water pump thing, the washer jet, if the washer jet's not dead, obviously. Yeah, give it a go anyway. I'm not even sure what this was meant to be doing because it's rusty, obviously, but if you look, it has to go in quite far to another rusty bit to actually, I guess if it's attached to the bolt, it would, but I might just scuff up around there. Yeah, easiest way, won't it? I'll do that, and then I'll probably change this crimp for a new one. Oh yeah, that's very sad, isn't it? Okay. Right, so earth sorted on the washers. Just plug this in to see if it works. Let's see how much of it actually does. Oh. Has power. Oh, memories. So cool. Wait, does that have a CD in it? No. Right, let's turn that off. Right, so, washers. Boom. So we've got washers, we'll get the horn, fuse and a couple other bits and we'll be done. Be absolutely done. It'll be MOT ready. Actually I think it's just, probably should fix that, and I think there's a knock from the suspension somewhere. But yeah, like this is getting done quick. It's getting done quick. Right, should we have some fun? So I bought these as a laugh. Haven't even opened that one. One of those things that plays tunes and you can speak through it. A bit of a laugh, and this whole van is, to be honest. So I thought, may as well fit it to something. But yeah, let's have a look what we got, and I'll try and make it up, I guess. Work out how it goes together. Busy day on the mods. You see? Oh, I can even change colour if I want to. Look at that. That's with that cheap underglow neon kit. Difficult to see, but it actually makes a huge difference in here. Camera sort of compensates for it a bit, but yeah, makes a huge difference, which is good. Gets more light in here. It's just directly wired up at the moment. I've put a little fuse box in. I've got to tidy up, put the cover on, tidy up these wires and all the cable ties, but yeah, this means I can also add more power. I actually found deep in here the old tracker box where you had to put your fob in so people knew what you were driving. Anyway, it came with these plugs that had power going to them, so I took a pigtail off one, gave it the power to the back. It is a bit thin gauge though, so I probably will just run an extra cable to the battery or to an ignition live. But actually I quite like having it on a permy with a button, but I may put an extra switch in just so don't leave it on. But yeah, I'm gonna have that amazing sandwich, and then I'm gonna try and fit this ridiculous horn for a laugh. So I've managed to wire this cheap thing up. It's just wedged in there. But look how fucking loud it is, right? Right, I'm back with the van. It's another day, another dollar. So, progress update. There's been fixes done. We've got relays that I found in a scrapyard, which are in there now, and now everything works. Horn, washer jets, lights, everything works now, so that's good. I just realised this is slightly melted. You see that? How weird. Sorry. Anyway, that's okay, because I also picked up some facelift headlights. Why can't I speak today? So, you know, that's another job. But today, I kind of want to polish it. I've been gagging to polish this big pink beast. So, yeah, I won't be doing it a proper detailer's way because the car isn't even clean. I'm just going to rinse it off with some cleaner, wipe it down, and then start polishing, which not the best practice, but it's a 300 quid van. It's not what we gave over on, so. Okay, so very pink. What I've got here is some cheap Amazon pads. I think it's like 17 quid for all of these. I'm going to go for the coarse waffle pad on a DA, and I'm going to start. Wow, that was really coarse. But I'm going to do it with the DA first rather than the rotary. I'll start with the Maguire's all-in-one compound, just see if I can do it in a one shot. Probably not, but it's easier if I can. Well then, I've just done a quick pass with it. Look at the state of this. Oh, it's going to need blowing out. There's my blower. Let's get that on. Look at that. It's just a big old layer of oxidisation. When I peel this off, it's going to be satisfying. Obviously, just using a single stage thing, not going mad with it because it's just an old van, but it's not bad, is it? Lol. Yeah, it's just a different car, isn't it? Van, same thing. Very pink. Very red. Nice. Just do that for the next 4 hours and it might look like a half decent car. Van. I am tempted to get the heavier cutout on this. so oxidised. Here we've got like a weird, it's been re-lacquered, or just that is just the factory lacquer going a bit funny, or I think it's a single stage actually, so yeah, a bit of, that looks like crazing as if there's something reacting in there, but anyway, does look miles better. Anyway, did the front wing as well. Yeah, so actually let's go have a look around, zoom out, so yeah, front wing on that side, and then you go to this side and it is so pink. So yeah, it's getting there. It's going to be a lot better than it was, even if it's not perfect. Maybe I don't just go too mad on the roof. I don't know, you can see a half and half there quite well. Yeah, I'm literally just spraying it with small purpose cleaner and wiping it down with a rag just to, and I've got that sponge with a bit of a scoury pad on it. Terrible for the paint, but good for lifting off. It's got like layers of moss still in there. Yeah, won't be for much longer, mate. Your days are numbered. All right, let's do this side, shall we? If you're wondering why I'm taping, because cleaning polish off of trims is a nightmare and I hate it. Not because I care about this or it's like some showpiece. As you can see, I'm using like bloody painter's masking tape anyway, so yeah. Let's see if we can get this side looking a bit nicer. Then the back, then the other side, including the roof, because I've only half done it. And then that's the polishing done. What raw mail? You can catch it in certain lights. Considering I'm only using a single stage and a DA, that's all right. There we go. Just the whole rest of the car to do now. Make a mess because I made it wet. Cut will be as deep with that because the pad was wet because I rinsed it out. Again, this is not how to. It's not what I'd do if it was doing this properly. For the sake of just removing the worst, the oxidisation. It's a bit better, isn't it? Again, a single stage. This is what I'm using actually. The Meg's Ultimate Compound. Colour and clarity restorer. So instead of having a cut compound and a polish one and all that, and maybe even a glaze, does it all in one. I'm getting a bit bored of polishing. I might finish the polishing tomorrow or Monday, whenever next I'm up here. But there is one thing I've always wanted to try, and this is a good candidate for it, I guess. And I do wonder if this indent was to do with it already, but heat gun on black plastic. Does it work? Guess we'll find out together. It is better. I wonder if it evens out with a bit of more work, but yeah, that's quite a lot better, isn't it? I just have to go around the whole thing. It's better, it just looks uneven. Maybe that's sort of the best you can get. All kinds of marks and stuff on this. It's years of flies that have welded themselves to it and I couldn't clean them off. I mean, to be fair, if I cared so much, I'd probably fit a facelift colour-coded bumper, wouldn't I? And stop moaning about it. Just can't be asked to take it off. Seems like a right faff. But yeah, it does look surprisingly good though. It's all that done. Oh dear. Just started on this side. Nice little difference there. Run out of masking tape though for that, which is annoying. Don't think I have any around either. There you go. Thought I'd take it outside and just see how much I've missed and things like that, but to be fair, given it was just a quick pass with a single stage, it's good. You can't really see a lot of the decals. The boot one, got that muted bottom of the door with a smaller one. Still see it says Royal Mail there, but yeah. This door is so fucked. I do kind of want a new door, but at the moment, right, I need to see the headlights. See, I did the heat gun on the bumper. It is better, but it's a bit patchy, so if anyone knows a better way of doing that, let me know. But yeah, she's good. No warning lights, driving fine. I'll go through it back in there in a sec, and then I'll go home for today. But yeah, well pleased with that. So back again. I'm just having a thought. Funny story. My mate's storing these genuine BBSs here. Quite funny if I did that. First off, what do we think of the RSs? Yeah, boy. They're genuine too. I mean, they've been re-drilled from Japanese spec, but yeah. Genuine ones with genuine metal centre caps. Just funny, innit? But the reason they're on, so I could get these off and hit them with the big stuff before I go in with the wire brush. And then I'm going to hand paint them with a brush and some hammerite, which is, yeah, I know. Leave your comment down below, I'm sure you'll love that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. I'm covered in shit already as well, lol. There we go. All ready to go. Might be a few of you saying, hey, could have done a better job prepping those. And then into that I sort of said, well, yeah, your parents could have done a better job bringing you up. But here you are on the internet being pedantic, so shit happens. And I'm just going to hammer out these and hope for the best. You can cry about it, but when you have your 300 quid Vauxhall Combo with a set of rusty wheels, you can paint them how you want. You can send them off to a wheel refurbishing company to have them completely sandblasted and powder coated to perfection, and then put your Michelin Pilot Sports on there and it'll be perfect, won't it? But otherwise, piss off. Good thing about paint with a brush is the only thing I had to mask really was the valve. Come on, how about it? Look at that. It's better already. There we go. I mean, not bad, I'd say, considering how little effort that was. No masking, no, obviously. No worrying about fumes. Way cheaper. I can't remember what I paid for that, but it was sat here, so for me it was free. But I think in reality, I saw it on the shelf. It's like 10, 15 quid. One spray can was about 8 quid, so you know. Plus, I didn't have to prep it as much. I didn't have to care as much because it's Hammerite. It'll just do its thing. It'll drip. It'll yeah, whatever. It's from a distance they'll look way better than they did, and that's all I care about. And then maybe one day, you know, or just throw wheel trims on them if they look terrible, or just get new wheels, because they're at that stage where you've got 4 matching tyres that have good tread on them, but it's often cheaper to buy a set of used wheels with good tyres than it is to buy a set of tyres for these. So who knows? Keep my eye open anyway. But for now, for getting this on the road and looking a bit fresher, I'm happy with those. And with the time I've got to spare, I can now finally wax this thing, even though, yeah, it's not the best paint, but again, 300 quid van, just making it look a bit neater. You know, it's a work van, and you turn up to do work at someone's house, and it's a bright pink state with raw melts on the side, whereas instead it's a red state with dents on the side. It's a bit better, isn't it? And obviously, the interior upgrade is still ongoing. Yeah, I guess I'll wax it then. So I've just used some of this on it. Smells good, actually. It came free with that because they threw in like the ceramic coating with it when I bought it a few months ago. I think I've used it to top that up, but other than that, works fine on this, and it's free, and it goes sort of ties in with the whole theme of this, doesn't it? Yeah, we're getting there. Not sure what I'm going to do about that window. I'm kind of bored of trying to fix it. I might just throw the manky door card on and be done with it. Yeah, we're almost done in here, and it's almost ready for an MOT, to be honest. It's just when I can be asked, or when I have the time, or the money. But, oh, there you go. Nice and lit up in there. Got my weird horn. Those will go back on when they're dry. Already getting pretty tacky, so yeah. Not bad for a quick brush job. It'll make it look 10 times better for now, just to get through the MOT, and then maybe I'll put some like ethnic thigh alloy wheels in it, you know what I'm saying? Or something. But for now, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. How many times do I have to say it's fine? They do look bloody good. You can tell when they're genuine. I don't know what it is about them. They just have that sort of not Chinese perfect. Especially when they're not polished. Yeah. Yeah, I got a rubber mat to go in there. All this needs to go back together, really. It does, it goes down all right. It's when it goes up, it's a bit funny. But, as you see, I fixed one of the clips and I lubed the hell out of it. So as long as I don't go it's there. Drive-throughs are going to be two-handed affairs. There you go. From then on, it's fine now. So it is better. Hence why I'm tempted just to send it. At some point, things will get upgraded, I'm sure, if I can be asked. But for now, so this is this door card, and this is that one. You can spot the difference. I basically just used this with a bit of the autoglym stuff. I might try on that one, see if it comes up just as well. I don't know if it will, because this wasn't quite as bad, but shall I just do it? Fuck it. Just drown it in this. A lot of this is dust as well. I'm being really lazy here. It makes a bit of a mess, but yeah. Guess I've got the rest of that to do now, given how well that came up. Yeah, may as well, eh? Well, that's considerably better. Look at that. To this corner, to the rest, I mean, don't know what's in there, probably, yeah, horrific amounts of concrete by the looks of it, which I'll probably just ignore or spray over, who cares? But yeah, if I can get the rest of it looking like that quickly, no brainer. No brainer. Well, I think we can agree that's a bit better. It's drying off and it's going to be a bit scuffed up and stuff. I don't care about that. It was just more every time I got in here, it was violently dusty. I've started. That's the 2 bits of kill mat you get in a pack that costs like 30 quid from Halfords, by the way. That's it. So I just threw them on the roof skin, and you can buy a pack off Amazon for like 60 quid for loads. I had that laying around. Again, this is a lot of stuff I'm saying. It's a budget, it's free. I have paid for a lot of this stuff at some point in time, I guess, but sometimes you just have shit laying around and you don't know why. I mean, the silver hammerite, I think I was going to try and do the interior of the Clio track car before I scrapped it with that, and yeah, but loads of bits just knocking about, and I can wipe stuff down, and I've got microfibers, and I had wiring, you know, there's little bits I bought but not for a lot of money, so the wiring there I've tidied up a little bit, you know, and all this I bought on Temu about a year ago for no money. So yeah, and like some of the bits I didn't need to do. I didn't need to put that Corsa steering on it with buttons because I'll never get them to work anyway, but having a leather wheel was a bit nicer than that knackered plastic one. The silver trim, you know, that sort of bits and bobs, and the radio adapter, which I still haven't got the aerial adapter for because that's not free and I'm being really stingy. But it is nice to have my old stereo in there again. It's nostalgic. But right, I think I'm going to leave this episode here because this has been over a week or two of just filming random bits and bobs, so I need to sort of collate it together into a coherent video. And bearing in mind I've just been using my phone this time, none of my cameras or audio gear, it could be a bit ropey. So yeah, I think next episode I will be putting the wheels on, taking it for MOT and stuff like that. So if you want to watch that, please let me know, like, subscribe, leave a comment, that sort of thing. Because it does really help me out. My channel was completely stalled for the last year or so, partly because I'm not putting stuff up, but also because the algorithm just doesn't throw my videos in people's feeds anymore, which is fun. Anyway, enough moaning. See you next time, and yeah, let me know what you think of the van.